Hello, everyone. Welcome back to News Reviews. Today's review is for June 19th, 2024. I'm a little bit delayed getting this out today because I've been on the phone for the past 4 hours doing ministry work. But let's jump right into it. So, Fox News, Supreme Court rules in favor of grandmother jailed for political retaliation. I'm concerned why they would let some go and not others in the two-tier justice system. Why would some get free and some aren't? And then I think, well, Supreme Court, they don't really respect the Supreme Court anymore. So it doesn't really matter what the Supreme Court rules in favor of. And I guess that's the overall message, that the Supreme Court is antiquated and that they really have no pull at this point. Federal agents raid home connected to embattled Oakland mayor. Not surprised. Wardrobe malfunction, distraction. Wealthy donors bankroll shady move in the name of climate change. Oh, not surprised. Climate nonsense. Oh, man. I've been battling that for 15 years. Trump motions to have judge in New York civil fraud case recused. Man, that Ingoran guy, so lame. The message there is they can do whatever they want in their two-tier justice system. Doesn't matter if you're actually guilty of something. But if you don't have billions of dollars, then you better watch out because they can take you down. You can't defend yourself the way Trump can. So the message is loud and clear. But if you want to know why we don't have to worry about that, check out the Good News channel. I don't think anything else is really newsworthy. All right, so let's break over to MSNBC, far left. An unexpected voting group could hand Trump the election. I guess they're coming against some kind of a voting group. I guess we'll check it out. We'll bite. You didn't tell me enough information. That's clickbait. But let's see what you have to say. Less engaged voters are leaning towards Trump. That's automatically a little bit of a dig to try to say that if you're thinking about voting for Trump, you must not be very intelligent or engaged. That could spell disaster in swing states. Biden should be winning. Demographic. Biden shouldn't be winning anything. You can't just parade somebody up there who has no try to make it sound like people should be with him. No. Such a whitewash, such a brainwashing is going on right now. And the saddest part is that it's working. Oh, there's that existential threat to democracy. It's not a democracy. I've said that in every other video where they say stuff like this. It's not a democracy. It is a constitutional republic. Even the oath, which we should not be taking an oath to the flag or any flag, not even the Christian flag, but even the oath that you take to the American flag says, and to the republic for which it stands. It should say constitutional republic, because a republic by itself isn't enough protection for the people. That's why they have a constitution that protects the people in the republic. Of course, they should teach us that at school. They don't. There's a reason. There'd be a lot fewer liberals out there if they taught us what we need to know. Man, political, nonsense. Really trying to cover for Biden. Not that I'm pro-Trump, but definitely anti-Biden. All right, let's go to Gateway Pundit. OMG, that's James O'Keefe Company. Senior VP at Walt Disney details discriminatory hiring practices and code words to avoid legal action. There's no way we're hiring a white male. Doesn't surprise me. The last big bash we did at Disney World was a nightmare. 100+ degree weather. They forced us to walk miles in that heat, wearing our masks up over our nose. The Mickey Mouse Mask Patrol would come around and they would radio ahead to make sure people would come out and make sure we had it over our nose because we weren't going to comply with all that stuff. And no, it's not their rules and their dictatorship when you're on their property. No, it's ridiculous. We don't pay for the privilege of being yelled at by Mickey Mouse Mask Patrol when the masks were not. Ex-CDC director, we will have a bird flu pandemic, just a matter of time. I rebuke that in Jesus' name. But this guy's a horrible person. He was allowed to resign or quit or move on, get promoted, whatever happened to him, so that there would be no accountability for the lies he put out during the pandemic. The person who replaced him is just as bad, if not worse, and she will be replaced just as soon as they need to stop any kind of accountability for her actions. And then they'll throw in a new person that they can control. Who's the next puppet? But all these CDC directors, the CDC, not on our side. The Center for Disease Control, not on our side. Taxpayers build luxury, high-rise homeless shelter in Los Angeles with $600,000 units. Heads up, folks. Other countries, including Hungary, already did this. They already tried to take their gypsy population and build nice high-rises, brand new, where they could all have their own place to stay. And let me tell you how that worked out. That quickly became a dump. They destroyed it. All the windows are bashed out so they could just throw their poop right out onto the ground below because they didn't feel like taking bags of trash down to have it taken out the way that it was supposed to be in the dumpsters. So they just bashed all the windows out and they would just throw their feces right out the window. And that place is disgusting. Those places, there's more than one building that they built with taxpayer money. Absolutely disgusting. And it's just a cesspool. So welcome Los Angeles to the next cesspool. Retarded. And they're going to use taxpayer money to build it. Archbishop Carlo Mario Vigano summoned to Vatican to be excommunicated. I'm surprised at how long it's taken them to do it. I started to question this guy's legitimacy and what he was saying, because he says a lot of good stuff, but like, how is he still allowed to be a priest or an archbishop even? So I guess the hammer's dropping finally. I still wonder what took them so long to push out such a good person, if he is a good person, if he truly sees. But he moved up in the Vatican and the Pope and all those people, they worship. They pretend like they don't, but they do. And so he has to know that to be an archbishop. So is it all a show? Or has his heart been touched? Has he been changed? I don't know. Ex-Trump advisor Kash Patel asserts House has authority to arrest and detain AG Garland for subpoena noncompliance. This is ridiculous posturing because they're constantly saying, oh, so-and-so has the authority or doesn't, or even the White House trying to say that Biden doesn't have the authority to secure the border and all this other stuff. It's just nonsense. Now they're trying to throw into question who even has the authority to do all of the things that we need done. And the truth of the matter is that this has all been established. They're just not enforcing things. So the two-tier justice system, the bad guys will enforce the justice system against the good guys. The good guys, supposedly good guys, do not enforce the system against the bad guys. There you go. That's why we're in the mess we're in. They just abuse the system. Too many bad guys in control. I'll shank your effing neck. Pro-Palestine protester threatens to stab Raps Ben Bergman. I watched this video earlier. It's worth a watch, just seeing how these people act. And they want to buck up and act like they're going to do something. This dude right here, he puts his hands down his pants like he's going to pull out a shank and go after somebody. I don't know. If you're threatening me right then, and I actually feel like, I mean, Ben, to his credit, like totally played it off, had no fear, was just there. But he also had his defenses down. And these people are unhinged, right? And they're so close to just snapping. And so, I mean, if he did that and I felt like my life was in danger, this guy might have got a shank to the neck. So, I mean, these people need to watch themselves because we're not always going to be passive. I can show Christ's love, but if your demon's coming at me and threatening me, you might get shanked in the neck, especially if you claim you're going to do that to me or my loved ones. And that is Christ's love. Protecting my loved ones from a demonized person is Christ's love. So watch out, guys. Make stupid little claims like this. Little jihadis making dumb comments. Michigan senator goes off on dirty Democrats after they passed bills making it impossible for board of canvassers to investigate election fraud in crooked state of Michigan. Yeah, make it a crime to even question fraud in an election. What are you planning to do? All right, that's it for today. We'll see you guys later. Have a good one.